Saw some shower activity earlier in the day. Last several hours, really late this afternoon through the evening, dry, but had one little pop-up thunderstorm. A bit of lightning as it was over Lumberton and then pushing toward Poplarville, falling apart. Still some kind of rain spread out here in parts of Pearl River County, but otherwise we are drying out. That's our only little cloud cover around as we're now under mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. Now going into the day tomorrow, again, mostly dry. Now, we can't say 0% chance of rain, but about a 30% chance. And they're going to be fairly more sporadic during the day, but a few isolated showers that develop could be heavy rain producers. Not a guarantee, but if they're able to tap into the abundant moisture, you could see a few isolated downpours. That's kind of what we had around the bayou parishes earlier, and a street flood advisory earlier today from Thibodaux down to Houma. Now going into Saturday night, Sunday morning, dry, but Sunday afternoon and evening, we will likely see greater rain coverage, about 60%. So while we will be dry, barbecuing outdoors tomorrow, Sunday we'll have a better chance for some of those showers, but at least a better chance of rain doesn't mean our temperatures come down. We're still under the grips of that upper high, that heat dome you've heard about, but it is weakening. One sure sign that it is weakening is we're starting to finally see some rainfall underneath the high, so it's not nearly as strong as it had been. We've got this little weak upper disturbance, and we're starting to see the high kind of eroded from the south and the north. Now, still some ongoing heat-related advisories, warnings. That'll continue into tomorrow, but then by Sunday, I think a lot of those will start to be lifted as the upper high then pushes offshore and some relief is in sight. We will then start to see better rain chance by Sunday as we have an upper trough. Now, the upper trough isn't going to dig very far south. It is the summertime, but I think enough of it eroding away the high and a little bit of weak upper level energy will likely trigger a better chance for rain on Sunday and into Monday, maybe lingering somewhat into Tuesday before the high starts building back in. So our rain chance is kind of peaking Sunday and Monday, then starting to taper off with the building high as we get later into next week. So our forecast for this weekend for the 4th, very pleasant. 94 degree. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it's humid. Yeah, it's New Orleans in July, but at least we'll be mostly dry. And then that rain chance does pick up by Sunday. Right now, mostly clear skies. Temperatures are still in the 80s for many of us. Dew point of 75 and light wind. So when we did see the rain develop, it doesn't move much. So if you do get a heavy downpour, may not really go anywhere, which is why we had the street flooding issue down in the bayou region. We're in the 80s outside, a few upper 70s and dew points in the 70s outside at the moment. Not much of a heat index during the night, but again, it does feel a little bit hotter than it actually is because of the high humidity. One other thing to note, as we enjoy our 4th of July weekend, we don't have to worry about anything in the tropics. We stay quiet through the weekend and likely the next 7+ days, most long-range models keeping us fairly quiet. Again, typically June, July are quiet. It's not until mid-August that we see activity ramp up. 30% chance for rain for the 4th, 60 to 50% Sunday and Monday, drier and hot next week.